Welcome back, and happy New Year's Eve. As you can see, I'm back. Also, I'm wearing two hats now. Anyways, wait, where's... Oh, there it is. Anyways, today I'm going to be attempting to rate every game that I have played, and I got the pile right here. There's more games up there on my shelf because I haven't played a lot. So, yeah. Let's get right into it because this is going to take a while. Okay, let's... Where... Ah, there we go. First off, Tetris. I don't know, pretty good or something. So I don't know. I don't have much to say about Tetris. Or those. Next up, we have the Game Boy Color. Bob the Builder. Fix It Fun. It's an amazing game, amazing soundtrack. In fact, it has beautiful art and is one of the best games I have ever played. Best of 2020, 2021. And in my opinion, is a must-buy if you have any sort of Game Boy. I take that back. If you have an original, I'm sorry. Anyways, next. Kirby Tilt and Tumble. Yeah, it's pretty good or something. Anyways, Game Boy Advance. Mario Bros. 3, pretty good. It's Mario game. What can you say? It's Mario game. It's classic. It's 3. Same thing with Super Mario 3D. Hold on, I think I missed. Next up, we have Mother 1 and 2. Now, this game is pretty weird because I've played half of it. I have played Mother 1, but Mother 2 has not been translated, so I cannot play it. I mean, technically I can, but I don't want to read gibberish. It's literally not even in Japanese anymore. It's literally just gibberish. Oh, I just realized the frame rate's pretty good. Anyways, regarding Mother 1, I played it back in 2019. I just have to say, this is not, I'm not joking, like when I said, like when I was talking about Bob the Builder Fix It Fun. But no joke, this is my favorite game of all time. It has an amazing soundtrack. It doesn't have that good gameplay, but what it lacks in gameplay, it makes up for in every other aspect. It had, like I said, amazing soundtrack, very good visuals for the for the for a Game Boy, and originally an NES back in 1993. Personally, I give this one this is the only game I'm gonna give this 11 out of 10. Mother 3. Wait, this one's supposed to be on the shelf. Jurassic Jurassic Park 3, Island Attack. That was pretty good. Okay, time for the DS. Here we go. This one was a Christmas present from a few years ago. Trash Packs, a video game. It was pretty good. It's a compilation of 3 video games, and you can collect trash packs in the game. They don't do anything much, but they look nice, and I really liked the game when it was little, so 9 out of 10. Oh, here we go. The scam. You see, when I bought this, it was actually scamming. Hold on. Oh yeah, right. I actually scammed the guy who gave me this, because this was selling for $10, and the market value is about 70. It's a pretty good game. 7 out of 10, I give it. And Super Mario Bros. The original, pretty classic, pretty good. I played a little bit when I was younger, and then I finished it. I think this year. I'm not sure if I finished it or not, but it's a really good game. If you have a DS or a 3DS, I recommend it. I'd give it a solid 7 out of 10. Then again, it is a Mario game, so it does get a bit repetitive towards the end. But when it starts to get repetitive, it just kind of ends. So, you know. Anyways, Zoo Tycoon 2 DS. This is Zoo Tycoon 2 DS. Pretty good. I give it a solid, 6 out of 10. Pretty good. And next up, we got what, in my opinion, started my game collection. And although I got games for like my Switch before I got this in my opinion is what started my entire collection that you can see over there. Super Mario 3D Land. Now my STEM teacher, he's a gamer. He plays a lot of Mario games and stuff. I guess he has, and he dissed this game. He's no longer my favorite teacher. 10 out of 10. Next up, we got Super Mario Maker 3DS. It's really amazing how they were able to fit this game onto the 3DS. I mean, sure, they had to get rid of, sharing levels and the amiibo compatibility, but overall, it's amazing how they were able to put this in. One thing I don't understand, though, is why they didn't just use the New Super Mario Bros. 2 assets instead of the New Super Mario Bros. Wii assets. Wii U, that is. And, solid 8 out of 10. Speaking of Super Mario Bros. 2, New Super Mario Bros. 2, it's a pretty good game. Yep, it's in the case. I got this at Walmart, back in, 2019, I think it was early 2020, and, I for some reason still remember unwrapping this for some reason, I don't know why, and, it's a pretty good game. 7 out of 10. Next up, Luigi's Mansion. Now, it is a good game. 7 out of 10. I don't really have anything to say about Fossil Fighters Frontiers. No, it's a solid 10 out of 10 game. Buy it if you have 3DS. And you like Pokemon, kind of. Mario Kart 7. 10 out of 10. Halo Combat Evolved. Now, in my opinion, this was not the first Halo game I played. The first one I played was Infinite, but so far, yeah, this was really hard because every game I played with a difficulty slider. I was playing hard mode. I was playing the hardest difficulty, and I've been playing this on Legendary, and it is very hard. It's a very good game though, but I have yet to get past the first mission. 10 out of 10. Actually, 9 out of 10. Splinter Cell. Now, this is a pretty good game. I wasn't that much of a fan of it, but it was a really good game that I did play for a good while, though. I played this for about 3 months or so before giving up. I didn't complete it. I have yet to complete it, but it's a pretty good game. Oh, no, I give it a solid 8 out of 10. Don't have many words. I played this for like an hour before I couldn't. 8 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Anyways, onto Blazing Angel Squadrons of World War II. This is actually the only game that my Wii will read for some reason, and I don't know why. But it's a pretty good game. It's not the best, which is why I don't like that this is the only game my Wii can read. I'm gonna give it a solid 6 out of 10. Pretty good. Minecraft Story Mode. Now, Minecraft Story Mode was the first game that I bought after I got my Xbox 360 Model E for Christmas in 2016, and it was a pretty good game. I liked it. I really did like it, and fortunately, it was the full season, because if it wasn't, I would have been screwed, because I would have realized until like right now, and I wouldn't have been able to get it. Is anything really needed to be said about this game? 10 out of 10. Better than Modern Warfare 2, 10 out of 10. Now, Plants vs. Zombies is a pretty good game. So this one also came with Peggle and Zuma, as you can see, and it was one of my it was part of my childhood. It was a fundamental part of my childhood, and I got this at a flea market. Unfortunately, the vendor that sold it to me is no longer in service, but you know, it was a good game. 10 out of 10. Actually, 9 out of 10. Wasn't ever really a fan of GTA. Never really played any of them. That's why the 6 out of 10. Oh Jesus! Forgot to add this to the list. Next up is Zoo Tycoon. This one is also a fundamental part of my childhood. As you can see, this is the Xbox 360 version, which means it's bad. Now, 1 hour closer to New Year, 2 hours till New Year, 10 p.m. At least in my time zone. Anyways, I really liked this game as a child, but now that I'm a little bit older, and by that I mean like 2 years older, this one isn't as fun to me as it used to be. I used to go into sandbox mode and build a bunch of big zoos, but you know, I don't see the appeal anymore. I'd rather do it in Minecraft, because you know, you have more freedom, and I can install add-ons to get more animals than this game can offer. But you know, this is still a solid game. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Now, I might get a lot of hate for this, but Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, despite having the best campaign out of them all, is getting a 9 out of 10 because it does not have survival mode like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 does, but it's still an impeccable game. It's still one of the best, in my opinion. It is almost the best. It's second best. But unfortunately, it doesn't come close to Modern Warfare 3. But, you know, I changed my mind. Yeah, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I'm just gonna. Oh wait, I already rated Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare. Black Ops, one of my favorite Call of Duty games. Now this game, I actually don't have much to say about it because I can't really think about anything. But it did have a very good campaign, and I didn't play zombies. But I did not play zombies because I was too preoccupied playing survival mode. And great game. 9 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. This is in my opinion, one of the best games of all time. This has an amazing campaign. Although the campaign is forgettable, most aspects about the game are very memorable. I mean, does anybody really remember that much of the story? I mean, I've only played a few hours of it, but no, not really. But I just remember sailing around the Caribbean, shooting up pirate ships that I would find, and trying to blow up the warship, which I would fail because the Jackdaw wasn't completed to 100%. I didn't 100% complete the Jackdaw. Anyways, 10 out of 10 game. It's repetitive. 8 out of 10. Now, Assassin's Creed 2 was definitely a step up from Assassin's Creed 1. I mean, had better story, had a better story, a better soundtrack, and even had better maps. It also had some new fundamental mechanics which made it better, like acting, like being more like an RPG than Assassin's Creed 1 was, and adding in the ability to throw currency so that you didn't have to punch the women that would run up to you in the streets and ask for money. 10 out of 10. Red Dead was pretty good. I didn't play it. I did like to play. However, I did kind of get bored after a while. After I completed the attack on Fort Mercer. After I completed the attack on Fort Mercer, I kind of got bored of the game. So, you know, it was a pretty good game for a while. 10. I have played like 5 minutes of this game. So, I'll give it an unplayed out of 10. Call of Duty Ghost was about as good as the original Modern Warfare. That's not a bad thing. I'm not dissing the original Modern Warfare because I actually really like this game. This is actually the only Call of Duty I have been able to play online because there's bots that I can play. I can play with, and this is the only actual online that I have ever experienced. And I have not played this in a while, but almost every time that I played this was for the online, and I haven't yet to complete the campaign. 8 out of 10. My teacher says that Metro 2033 is just a fleshed out version of Fallout. You know what? Just because he said that, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Dead Space. In my opinion, it's actually it's the only horror game I own. This is the only horror game that I own and have played. It's one of the best games I've played. And of course, I'm playing it, and of course, being me, I'm playing it on hard difficulty on a one-gun run. And I'm currently playing on my first playthrough because, you know, I just do that to myself. But I have actually not heard the soundtrack. I don't think there is any music in this game, and that just helps the ambiance of the game. Just feeling alone and isolated. This game just helps a lot to when there's a necromorph in the corner that you don't expect, or behind the door, and you get really and then you frantically try to kill it. That is one of the best games I have played. 10 out of 10. Rainbow Six Vegas. I don't know. I haven't played that much. 6 out of 10, I guess. I haven't played that much. 6 out of 10. I am legally obligated to say this is a 10 out of 10 game. Just Cause 2 is one of my favorite games also. I don't remember the soundtrack that much, but it does have a lot of action in the game. I'm playing throughout missions, just trying to run over people using the grappling hook to grapple around, and calling planes to travel through the locations. It's just a really good game. And I'm currently stuck on a mission, and of course I'm playing on the hardest difficulty. But you know, it's a really good game. I give it a 9 out of 10. I played like the first mission. 6 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I don't know, like 6 out of 10, I guess. No, The Last of Us. The Last of Us, in my opinion, has one of the best soundtracks in any game ever, and also has one of the best stories, being comparable to the Mother 1. Now, this isn't exactly Mother 1, but it's extremely close to it. It's just kind of it. It's just not like 10 inches away. You know, it's a really good game. It has really good gameplay, and this kept me playing it for hours at a time. Stare at the ceiling while I hold back with okay, I'm sorry. 10 out of 10. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood so far is the second best Assassin's Creed I have played, other than Black Flag. Now, after playing Assassin's Creed 2, it was... Now, after feeling Assassin's Creed 2, I didn't think it was that good, but it was definitely better than the original Assassin's Creed. With Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, everything I felt was bad about the first game was fixed in this game and improved on, and everything else that was good was improved on. Sorry about that, but this game was genuinely the best. I and also being in one city, one big city, was actually not that much of a change. It still felt like an Assassin's Creed. It just feels like a better version of Assassin's Creed 2. And for that reason, it gets 10 out of 10. I don't like the eagle vision in this game. 6 out of 10. Now, Bioshock. This is one of the best games I have played in this year. It has one of the best soundtracks I have ever heard. Which is just, music they bought the rights to play in this game. And also the plasmids are really just fun to play with. Unfortunately, I couldn't have that much fun because every time I encountered something, I was trying desperately not to die because I played on survival difficulty. 10 out of 10. 7 out of 10. I don't know. 10 out of 10, I guess. Far Cry 3. Yeah, sure, 10 out of 10. These all get 8 out of 10. Oh, it's getting hot. Let me just take off the first hat. And, that's gonna be it for today. Remember to like and subscribe, I guess. I probably shouldn't have said that. Anyways, have a happy new year. And hopefully 2022 is way better than 2021. And we see you guys later.